Tonight, for Plainfield residents, a string of porch package thefts caught on camera has been solved. Good evening to you. I'm Erica Fly. This case stretches across counties. 2 Morgan County residents have been arrested in connection with at least 5 of those crimes in Hendricks County. And as RTV6's Derek Thomas reports, the suspects were captured in Johnson County.
This is one of the suspects taking a package off a porch in the Saratoga neighborhood. They thought their getaway was clean, but surveillance cameras captured their image and the white Explorer they were riding in. Princess Lake Police in Johnson County picked up their pursuit.
Princess Lake Police Department was able to make a traffic stop and discover a bunch of items in the vehicle that they stopped, and ended up having stolen packages and mail from different counties and areas, including Plainfield.
Under arrest are 28-year-old Christina Baker of Martinsville and 28-year-old Cody Hopkins of Mooresville. They are both charged with 5 counts of theft. Neighbors are pleased with the apprehension.
Pretty excited about it. Yeah, it was such a relief because, it makes you nervous, people doing that kind of stuff.
Especially at Christmas time, it makes it nicer to have it delivered directly to your home, and to know that these particular criminals were arrested gives me peace of mind.
Unfortunately, none of the packages that were stolen off the porches were recovered. Thieves told police those items have been sold. Meanwhile, the business of delivering packages is brisk in that same neighborhood. Look, there's a package on a porch. No thief in sight. Santa won't be denied. Surveillance cameras are his friend. In Plainfield, Derek Thomas, RTV6.
In Plainfield, there have been a total of 10 porch thefts this holiday season. The arrest of Hopkins and Baker solves half those cases. Tonight, a vigil to remember a woman killed violently 5 years ago. Her family is remembering the date and hoping to shine a light on the case. Here's RTV6's Beth Vaughn.
Erica, it's a somber time right now at the White River State Park. In this scene here, it's a vigil tonight, but 5 years ago, this was the scene of a murder. That's where Sharice Bingham was killed dead. Her body was found near the IUPUI campus. She was 51 years old at the time, and tonight, the family is asking for anyone with information about this case to please get in touch with police. One tip could crack this case and give Sharice's family the resolution they so hope for this holiday season. Back live to the vigil, you can see here tonight, this family, including her brother, they are hopeful for answers. Now, we should note Sharice's husband, Eugene Bingham, was arrested 2 years later, but the charges were dropped in 2015 because of a lack of evidence. I'm Beth Vaughn, RTV6.
A Hancock County infant who suffered severe injuries from being shaken is out of the hospital tonight and staying with relatives. Meanwhile, 2 of those relatives, the child's grandparents, made their first court appearances today. Prosecutors charged Heath Kimberlin and Pearl Holland with neglect. 2 teens believed to be the baby's parents have also been charged. Prosecutors say they want to try them as adults. Doctors say right now they can't tell what long-term effects the child's injuries might have. Indiana University is urging students to be on alert after a reported assault on the Bloomington campus. IU posted a message on social media late Monday night about an assault near Jordan Avenue and 7th Street. A female student told police she was waiting at the bus stop last night when a man approached her from behind and grabbed her around the neck. The woman said she screamed and struck the man with her elbows, drawing the attention of a passerby. That suspect then ran off westbound. Call IU police if you have any information. Tonight, we're taking a closer look at an announcement that's getting a lot of attention this week. Mayor Hogsett 2018 violence reduction plan. It includes asking the city-county council to approve millions of dollars to bolster community groups that are trying to make a difference. RTV6's Chance Welser has more from those who say they would use that money to affect real change.
City leaders say 2017 will likely be Indianapolis's deadliest year on record.
It is senselessness, and it is unacceptable.
It hurts because, you do turn on the news and you wonder if it's one of your boys.
Arnetta Scruggs runs a small nonprofit called the Bloom Project Incorporated. Her boys are 12 to 18-year-old young men who are on the path to become kings. The once participant, now mentor, Mikhail Cobb, guides youth through leadership development and college prep programs. He himself will be applying to colleges in the coming weeks.
I don't think I would be where I was at without my support system. So I think everybody needs a support system just to keep a clear head.
The Bloom Project keeps the lights on with grant money. Those funds in part go toward buying participants a nice shirt, a tie, and dress shoes for interviews. Scruggs watched intently this week as Mayor Hogsett rolled out his 2018 anti-violence initiative, which includes asking the City County Council for $3 million over 3 years to be invested in grassroots community groups that work to curb crime.
I'm going to believe that he gets it.
She believes the Bloom Project is making a difference. And from her perspective, it almost goes without saying, more funding could change lives.
If there's any way that we can assist the mayor, we're here to assist him because we need a change, and hopefully this is that change.
Chance Walser, RTV6.
The application process and methods for distributing that money won't be decided until the City County Council approves the spending. They anticipate taking up the matter sometime next month. While some Indiana counties are rethinking needle exchanges, Monroe County just extended the program for another 2 years. That means the needle exchange will continue at least through 2019. Monroe County officials say the program has been helpful in serving a lot of people. Monroe County is among fewer than 10 Indiana counties now offering clean needle exchanges for IV drug users. Lawrence and Madison counties recently decided to end their programs. Storm Team 6 wants you to know it won't be as windy tonight, but there's no escaping the cold. We're talking about temps in the teens and bitter wind chills. Let's get the outlook now from Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory.
It was nice, Erica, to see the sunshine today. The sunshine now leads to clear skies tonight and falling temperatures. We're at 23 with that northwest wind at 15. It's calming down a bit. Temperature right now, 20 in Lafayette and Peru. You'll lead the way into the teens for all of us. The warm spots are only in the mid-20s. There's the wind that calms down a bit. It won't relax totally. Snow showers in northeast Indiana this evening. We're dry in central Indiana. Tomorrow morning, you wake up to 16. The wind chill temperature will be around 10. We'll talk about where we'll see some accumulating snow tomorrow coming up.
The Indianapolis Colts play the Denver Broncos on Thursday night, and if you're looking for tickets, they can be had for really, really cheap. The Colts are plodding through an Andrew luckless season. They lost to Buffalo in a snowy contest on Sunday. Their record stands at 3 wins, 10 losses. Many season ticket holders have been trying to offload their tickets in the secondary market, but according to ticket brokers, they won't be able to get much for those seats, especially those in the nosebleed section.
There's almost no buy-sell in the upper-level seats. Most of those are just people, getting rid of them. We're fortunate that we had sold most of those, so the buying and selling is mostly the better seats, and it's about that. You're going to probably get 25% of face value, maybe a little more depending on where they are, a little less in other areas.
That Thursday night game is at Lucas Oil Stadium. Kickoff is set for 8:25 p.m. Serious allegations against the Muncie School superintendent. A former colleague accuses him of harassment, claiming he's racist and sexist. Coming up next, we take a look at both sides of the controversy rocking the troubled school district.
So you know about the Indiana Pacers, you know about the Indiana Fever, you likely know about the Fort Wayne Mad Ants. Now, meet Pacers Gaming. It's a whole new world, literally. I'm Dave First at the Fieldhouse. That story coming up.
Rallies and checkers, fast foodies know the deal. From the station working for you, this is RTV6 News at 6.
Lawsuit filed against the Muncie Community Schools District claims the superintendent is a racist and sexist. The allegations come from their former human resources director. RTV6's Stephanie Wade has the story from Muncie.
And for someone to have these allegations made against them, should someone like this be in the position that they're in?
Yeah, obviously we think no.
Kathy Ray, the district's former human resources director, filed a lawsuit against MCS and the Board of Trustees, citing more than 24 instances of sexist, racist, and intimidating conduct by Dr. Stephen Ball.
She heard a lot of it and was subjected to a lot of it, but it was complaints that were made to her that then literally she felt like she had something to do or had to do something. But again, when she went and make a complaint and say, we need to take this seriously, nobody was.
The lawsuit claims Ball said during a meeting with minority administrators that he, quote, came down because I thought there needed to be another white person in this group.
It's just sad. I mean, just why would you try to work in that type of position around these kids and then try to have those type of remarks? It doesn't make sense.
To several female employees, he's accused of talking about the size of his private parts and saying his wife should, quote, rent him out. One line even mentioning the Muncie Teachers Association president directly. The lawsuit claims he said, I will dance on Pat Kennedy's grave and I will dig her grave with her skull. That is terrifying to hear.
Well, I think it's frightening. I think people are so confounded by what kind of a person makes statements like this. Certainly not an educated person who's in a management position, who's in charge of a school system, who makes statements like this.
Kennedy says it's been a toxic work environment since the superintendent was hired in 2015.
I've even had administrators who come to me and say, can you save us? Can you save us? I'm the union president. It's pretty unusual to have administrators coming to me asking to be saved.
MCS denied my interview request, but gave me this statement instead. Quote, when the allegations asserted in Miss Ray's complaint were brought to the attention of the MCS school board, they were promptly investigated and found to be unsubstantiated. MCS denies the allegations in Miss Ray's complaint and will proceed with defending against the lawsuit. A complete denial of allegations the way Kennedy sees it.
For Muncie to be healthy, I don't see us ever being healthy with Dr. Ball being superintendent.
In Muncie, Stephanie Wade, RTV6.
The Distressed Unit Appeals Board will decide tomorrow whether the state will take control of the financially struggling district or give it back to the schools. A Southern Indiana funeral home is offering alcohol to mourners at services. Scott Funeral Home in Jeffersonville just got its liquor license.
But owner Mr. Scott says people shouldn't expect a booze fest during the actual service. He says alcohol will be served at the visitation or just before the funeral. You might be surprised to learn serving beer, wine, and liquor at funerals is part of a growing trend across the country. Scott says it makes a day centered around death more lively.
Oh, you've always heard it. People say, "Don't cry for me. Don't come in and do a somber funeral. Celebrate my life or throw a party for me." And so this is kind of our way to do it.
Scott says his employees will be constantly watching for people who get a little too spirited. He got the idea from Alfred House, a funeral home in Indianapolis that also doubles as a wedding venue. He says he is open to that idea too. All right, we're giving Eric a little break here. I've done that before. You suck in air in the wrong pipe and you get all tied up there. She's fine. She'll get a little drink of water here. Dry and cold tonight. It changes tomorrow. We'll actually warm up a little bit on very strong winds out of the south. Then snow returns as we get to the afternoon hours. So let's jump ahead just for a second. As far as accumulating snow, it looks like on the line from, say, Peru to Tipton, Muncie, and Richmond, the east and northeast portion of the state. As far as driving impact, it looks like 31 from Peru to South Bend. As you get on I-69, especially from Delaware County on up to Fort Wayne. And then I-70 on the eastern side of the state. Closer you get to the state line with Ohio, the more snow expected. But even that's just an inch to maybe an inch and a half. Temperatures, they're in the low 20s, 20 in Fishers, 26 in Bedford. Temperature in central Indiana, 23 degrees. That's right now. This is where we'll land in the morning. Temperatures in the middle teens. with the wind chill temperatures will be in the single digits. You're looking at 5 or 6 degrees from Newcastle over to Richmond. 6 is what it'll feel like in Marion. The kids will have to bundle up. The wind will be strong tomorrow, but it's out of the south, and that will boost our temperatures above the freezing mark. By 9 a.m., there's some light snow north of Indy and just to the east. Then we'll see a break for a while. The snow will come back as we get into the evening hours, more likely to impact the evening rush hour across portions of central Indiana. And then as we go into the nighttime hours, still some lingering snow showers, especially north. There's your strong wind. It starts out of the south. That's why we'll climb to 38, but eventually turns to the west, and that will cool our temperatures down. Temperatures tomorrow almost to average. They're staying in the upper 30s to low 40s down to the south, and it's windy and warm enough that we may see a little rain-snow mix at the beginning before just all snow showers. I show you the plan for Thursday just because it includes sunshine and no snow. As we get to temperatures on the Thursday, we're back down a bit. We're in the upper 30s tomorrow, but then we're only in the middle to upper 20s to around 30 on Thursday. Temperatures as we get to the weekend climb back into the low to mid 40s, and early next week we're still in the 40s. 4 out of 7 days temperatures are at 40 degrees or above. She's
I'm
back.
perfectly all right.
Good.
I just choked a little bit, and I needed to drink some water, which is down here, but I was on camera and I couldn't grab my
Dave's
water.
going to rescue us both now.
Thanks for picking it up for me, though, Kevin. Well, if you're driving toward the northern part of the state, beware. Conditions definitely are not favorable. State police say accidents sparked by lake-effect snowfall closed the Indiana toll road for several hours today. State police report numerous accidents occurred along a snowy stretch between St. Joseph and Elkhart counties, but no major injuries were reported. A winter storm warning remains in effect for that area until 7 a.m. tomorrow. Dave?
All right, Erica.